But yeah, but even still,
Danielle,
those things
that.
revealed itself. You know, it's not like,
Yes.
you know, so of course you didn't have to get it from anybody else because it was revealed to you. Like, oh, okay.
But I guess for me, I mean, I've played this game up into this week, and I haven't done any of those things. At least I don't feel like I have.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to call me out on it, I'll give them a, you know, I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to agree with me, but that's the way in which I perceive the truth to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, ever since, you know, the Kale Alliance thing, all that shit fell apart, and after Dick exploded that, I didn't want to have anything to do with Kale. And, I mean, I solely voted to keep Mike in. I solely voted to keep Nick in. You know, I voted the way I wanted to, and I still have throughout this whole thing. I feel, I mean, I don't know the whole scenario, but I felt like, you know, if you guys walked into that POV with a mission, and he took that stuff, put you in a bad position, you could have taken the money.
Yeah.
You could have done that, and you still would have won. But you didn't give in to the temptation. It sizes you. I think it sizes up people.
Yeah.
You get to sit there and really see the perception of what people are willing to risk as a group or not.
But you know, on the other side of it, because I've experienced it, you haven't experienced it yet. To win and know that you didn't really win is not good either. It's not a good feeling. I didn't win that. You know what I mean?
You were pitted with a fate that was just given.
Right. Somebody was greedy and somebody saw an opportunity. And here I am. Like, I want to win because I earned it, because I fought, because all of that stuff. Like,
I don't want people to walk off.
Yeah.
Give me HOA.
Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know. That was
that
just
way.
a messed up week.
I know.
But here we are.
Way,
what was that? That was week 1, 2, 3, 4. That was week 4. And here we are 2 weeks later, essentially, and he's gone. Off of week 4, like, mistake.
And I guess another issue that I had was, for me, like, I work hard to get where I am. And I use that in here too. Like, I'm very grateful for this. And when he was thrown up on the block, it was like, he was boastful.
I know, you said
smug,
that before.
Like, very Hollywood type to me out here. Like, just, I don't have a care in the world. It's just like Kale did. I don't respect that. I don't respect that as a gameplay. I don't like that tactic. I think it degrades the other person, and just because the other person wasn't pleasant or something doesn't mean that you have to act that way.
Right.
You can lead by example. You don't have to do that. And that whole attitude just got me to the core. I was just like, oh God, are you serious? Joe did that.
Yeah.
I've just.
But to know that like I told you, he said that's one of his things. Like, he needs to work on that, and then to be
work on it.
I know, but that's what's so crazy about it. He learned that, but at that point he had already put himself out there. Like, yeah, I'll do it, and it's like, oh shoot, I forgot I'm supposed to be working on that. But at that point,
they could have called it out in front of everybody and apologized.
Yeah.
I mean, there's things that can be done. It may not help, but just because it doesn't help in a situation like this, if it helps him, then that's really what matters.
What matters, yeah. I wonder if it's a lesson learned. Hard lesson. It's a hard lesson. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like, he's 22, just got out of school, says he has student loans. That's true. Good for him. He's got some money to pay it off with. Yeah. He's got a trip. Yeah. He's going to have the same amount of money that we're going to have if we don't make it to the end.
Right. If not more, because of the 5.
Yeah. I'd say, I mean, for a 22-year-old guy, pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, the choices he made put him here, put him where he is now. It's not the choices anyone else made.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's so true.
Nobody else sold him down the river just because. He went there because of him.
Yeah.
And that's how it is every week. People go there because of something. Same with you and I. When you had a disagreement with me and I didn't know, that could have sold me out that week for sure. I would have never known. But we squashed it and moved forward. Those are the types of things in this house that destroy it.
It's true. That's very true.
And that's kind of why I just say, with everything.
All right, if we think about it with...
If I was out in the real world and people were knocking my faith with being Catholic, I'd have problems. But in here, I'm like...
Yeah.
Because I don't need to prove it to anybody.
Yeah.
I know where I stand.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. I don't have to convince anybody.
Yeah.
Except you convinced me. You brought some faith back to me, and I'm grateful for that. I got a lot out of that night with you. I really did. I mean that 100%. I never in my life would have been able to interpret things a little more clearer. Because for the longest of time, I resented God for a long time. For the difficult times.
Yeah, that's so common. I mean,
and I couldn't put it forward, and my mom was like, "Oh, you need to get over that." And my dad's like, "Stop doing that." And I'm like, "This is me. I can do what I want," and you know. But all these different forms of temptation, that really sticks in my head. I really understand what that means. That's kind of one of the things that I'm pulling this whole Big Brother experience with me.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing that I gained from you.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. But it's like, now you can see things clear, but it's because...
Application.
Yeah, but what else do we have to do? Like, we don't have things that we're tormented between and having to be there for mom and dad this day and girlfriend, boyfriend here, job here. So all of those other things that clouded, and just like here it's just like clear. Like, oh, money, that was temptation. It could have been.
No. I don't mean it like that. I meant the application of what you said, of how to, of the clarity of what really, of kind of what your faith is truly all about. It's not necessarily about going to mass or reading the Bible. It's about living a good life and moving forward with life, making your life better, but not losing it to things along the road.
Yeah.
And I always lost things along the road.
I see what you're saying.
My path was never straight. I always used to look. I would sit there and always like figure out that whatever I had on my path wasn't ever wasn't ever good enough. I could always find something better, whether it was work or relationship or car or whatever. Anything that I ever wanted in life, I knew that there was always something better.
Yeah.